The vast majority of news in the US is controlled by five huge corporations, and News Voice is fighting back against media monopolies. It's the first ever entirely open, crowdsourced, democratized platform for news. Use the link right underneath this video to download the News Voice app for free. The explosive and embarrassing stories about Donald Trump contained in the new book that is coming out today, I believe, continue to flow, and they are truly the stuff of horrors. It is now alleged that Donald Trump visibly struggled to read a passage from the Constitution while he was being filmed for a documentary, and then flew into a rage during which he blamed other people in the room and the film crew for crinkling a piece of paper. Crunkling, I like that. Blamed everybody in the room for Trump's inability to read. We've been covering Trump's difficulty reading for a long time. Of course, our video, Trump Fails Basic Literacy Test, now with more than 3.3 million views on YouTube, a real classic. So this is a stunning excerpt from the book A Very Stable Genius. We looked at an excerpt yesterday. The book is by Washington Post reporters Philip Rucker and Carol Leonnig. And the excerpt reads, quote, "With LED lights on stilts in front of him, Trump took his seat. You're lucky you got the easy part," Pelosi told him cheerfully. This is Nancy Pelosi's daughter, who's the filmmaker. "It gets complicated after this." But the president stumbled, trying to get out the words in the arcane, stilted form the founding fathers had written. Trump grew irritated. "It's very hard to do because of the language here," Trump told the crew. "It's very hard to get through that whole thing without a stumble." He added, "It's like a different language, right?" The cameraman tried to calm Trump, telling him it was no big deal, to take a moment and start over. Trump tried again, but again remarked, "It's like a foreign language." This is the Constitution, by the way, which he claims to so much understand. He feels as though it's written in a different language. They go on to write in the book, quote, "Every time he stumbled, he manufactured something to blame people," another person in the room recalled. "He never said, 'Sorry, I'm messing up.' Other people would screw up and say, 'Oh, I'm sorry.' They would be self-effacing. He was making up excuses and saying there were distracting sounds. He was definitely blaming everyone for his inability to get through it. That was prickly or childish. Though stiff, he eventually made it through without any errors." And then again, continuing, whatever the reason for Trump's discomfort with the reading, several watching agreed this much. He behaved like a brooding child, short-tempered, brittle, and quick to blame mystery distractions for his mistakes. "I didn't expect this, but I felt sorry for him," another witness said. "When Vice President Pence is reading it, when former Vice President Dick Cheney is reading it, I knew they knew the Constitution. And I thought, before he got this job, he really should have read it." So this is, of course, denied constantly by Trumpists. They say Trump's reading is fine. Clearly, it's not. I mean, completely unrelated sources of all kinds that are observing Donald Trump behind the scenes notice Trump really struggles to read. It's okay. Just admit it. Struggling to read doesn't mean you're stupid or a bad person or that your political ideas are bad or anything. It just means he struggles to read. The question becomes, why does he so acutely struggle to read? Is he merely dyslexic? Is the struggling to read part of a broader cognitive decline? Did he always struggle to read, or did he have a period where he did not? Is there some other explanation? This is not anything to joke about. If you had a 73-year-old in your family that suddenly had trouble reading, you would want to figure out what's going on. You wouldn't pretend nothing's going on. And yet that is exactly what the most committed Trumpists insist on doing. Here is more corroboration from another unrelated source that Donald Trump, it's like everybody from people who worked with the guy on Saturday Night Live, who have nothing to do with Philip Rucker and Carol Leonnig of the Washington Post. Everybody says when you put something in front of him and he's got to read it, he has trouble. He's on video having trouble. Let's figure out what it is. That's all. Doesn't make his political ideas bad. His political ideas are bad on their own merits. It just means we should know what is going on and if there is some kind of cognitive issue taking place here. Let's take a quick break. Much more coming up on this very busy Tuesday show.